So if you are somebody that would like to start a channel, or maybe you've already got a channel and it's sort of going nowhere, or it's just feeling too hard, maybe I can help you. Or you might just be a little bit nosy and want to know what it's like being a YouTuber, and maybe just having that little bit of a fly on the wall behind the scenes, just knowing what is actually behind the camera. So welcome along, let's get to work. So let's talk about how to actually get going. So maybe you are somebody who has decided to actually just make a go of it. Try and film a video and see what happens. Maybe you feel overwhelmed and you don't know where to start. You don't know how to put a video on YouTube. You don't even know how to film. You don't know what you're going to talk about. Well, I'm going to just tell you a few things just to get you going. And then as videos go on, I'm going to do a series which hopefully will build on that fundamental knowledge. The first thing I would say is don't overcomplicate anything. Keep it simple, just do little bits at first and don't get overwhelmed. There's no need, this is fun, I promise you. You might just have some fun. I've had an absolute ball. I've made some amazing friends. This is all to come in your future, so don't overcomplicate anything right now. So this is my new channel. It is called The Wild Edit. And I just want to share everything that I've learned. My other YouTube channel is about luxury handbags, collections, unboxings, reviews, but that's not what this is about. This applies to any niche, any type of YouTube channel, because fundamentally everything is the same. So where do we start? So hopefully you have seen my very first video on this channel in which I introduced myself and I gave you some things that I have learned, some experiences, something general that I have learned to try and get us all going. But this video we're going to start getting a little bit more specific. So you might be thinking how, why, what, when, and what's next. So let's break it down into bite-sized chunks. That way we're not going to get overwhelmed. So first of all, I've mentioned in my first video, know your why. Why do you want to do it? Are you wanting to set up a business, to promote an existing business? Are you wanting just to have some fun and make it a little bit of a hobby? Are you wanting to put yourself out of your comfort zone and do something completely different? Maybe you like watching these things. That's all in my other video, but just work out your why to start with. Let's talk about how. How are we going to do it? Well, in order to do it, we have to set up an account. We have to somehow film a video. We have to upload the video and we need to publish the video. And in between that, there's things like we need to edit and do thumbnails and titles and graphics. And this is where it starts to get overwhelming. So let's just calm it down and say, how are we going to do this? So first of all, if we're going to film, we need a little bit of equipment. We don't need much. I did probably the first 18 months or 2 years just using my iPhone. So what I did, I already had my phone. So if you do have a recording device of any kind, most people do have an iPhone or a Galaxy phone or something that you can film on. These are more than good enough, honestly, unless you are going into this a little bit more professionally and everything else. I would just start with your phone. As I say, I did probably a good 18 months or 2 years just using this. Now, I did buy a little tripod-y thing that had a ring light attached. The whole thing was about £20. I think it was from Argos here in the UK or from Amazon, something like that. The one thing I did buy, again, it was very cheap, I bought a microphone. The microphone on the iPhone is okay, but it depends how near you are to the device as to what it's going to pick up. It also picks up background noises. So what I would say is maybe invest in a microphone. I just got one, again, it was a cheap one, again from, I think that was from Argos. You just put it into your phone by the USB-C or Lightning or whichever phone you have, and in effect you sort of just plug and play. It just works, and most microphones, even the cheap ones, have a background noise reducer on them, and at least then your audio is of reasonable quality. We don't need to make the best quality film and audio at this stage. You may want to improve that over time, but for now, let's just get started. That's the most important thing, is just get used to filming and just get used to feeling a little bit more comfortable on camera. So we've got our equipment, we've got a little bit of a ring light or something to hold up our phone. Don't even need a ring light. Most people just film in daylight if you can. And as I say, I just got a little tripod to hold this up. Some people just wedge this on top of a book. I've got a pop socket here that opens out, and it means you can hold your phone up. There's a million ways to do it without spending a fortune. So we've now got our equipment ready. So find a little corner somewhere that you feel comfortable, a nice chair or whatever. I've got my things that mean a lot to me in the background. I've got my George here, in case you're wondering who he is. And just somewhere that you feel comfortable, and that can be your backdrop. Again, you don't need to spend the earth on things, a studio setup and all of that. It's really not important, particularly in the beginning. So what we're going to talk about? Well, we're going to talk about whatever you want to talk about. I've mentioned this in my first video. I would always give the advice of just film and put it up on YouTube. It really doesn't matter. The main thing is that you're enjoying it and you're getting used to filming and things like that. But what I would say is it's easier to grow on YouTube and establish yourself if you are, it's like pick a niche, pick some content, make it quite generic. Don't make it too much personalized about you at first, because people don't know you, so they don't know to find you. So for me, again, I've talked about this in the previous video, but I had various options of what I was going to talk about on YouTube. Luxury handbags won out. So instead of going down the road of talking about fitness or, I don't know, handbags or educational things, accountancy, business, finance, all the other things that I'm interested in. If I talk about a lot of different things, you confuse your audience, you confuse the algorithm as to what it is that your channel is going to be about. So just pick a lane and just stick with it and keep it just quite generic and just go from there. So now we've got our content, we've got our setup, and we are ready to film. Or are we? What are we actually going to say? What are we going to say? Well, what I would say is it depends on your genre that you are in, the content that you've chosen. It depends on you as a person. What do you prefer? What do you like doing? What are you going to find the easiest to talk about? If we talk about me and my particular niche, which is my other YouTube channel, which is about luxury goods, I have built a successful, thriving YouTube channel, and that is from somebody that didn't have any background in YouTube, in social media, in filming, editing, in branding, no skills whatsoever. But I have learned so much. I have nearly 10,000 subscribers and over 2.5 million views so far on my channel. And yes, I hear it. I am not 100,000 subscribers yet. I am not 1 million. I am not 10 million, 50 million views. However, you've caught me at just the right time, because I am doing this in real time. I am sharing my experiences. Somebody who is doing this on her own. I am not a huge content creator. I am not part of a huge corporation that can give you all these technical know-how. But what I can do is tell you what it is really like doing this every single day. What it takes to build a channel, how long it takes, what you expect to earn if you want it to be a business. I can share so many things that are happening right now to me, and I have learned so much. So I do have something to bring to the table. I do have some expertise now. And I just want to share it with you guys, because I wish there was a channel like this when I was starting out, because everything that I was looking at was very corporate. 5 steps to do this, and it's just so easy, and do this and change your setting and your YouTube channel will fly. a lot of them are not realistic, they are idealistic. So I want to show you the real truth behind the scenes of how a YouTube channel actually works. I find it easier to not have a script because I like to just talk, as you can probably tell, and I go off on tangents and sometimes I have to bring myself back. So I have behind the camera here, I have a whiteboard. So that is the other thing that I have since invested in. You could have a book. I've got a planner here, my nice Louis Vuitton planner. And I write some notes and I just do some bullet points, and that hopefully gets me succinct as I can be, and therefore that is how I plan my video. So before I sit down, I decide what I'm going to be talking about, do a little bit of an introduction that I want to say, not exactly a script but just the sort of thing I want to say, and then I've got my bullet points, and hopefully that gets me to the end of the video. Again, don't worry, don't overcomplicate, do what you feel comfortable. My first ever video, and we'll talk about this later, my first ever video, I didn't have a plan, a script, anything. I just sat and talked to the camera, and it was dreadful and terrible, and it is my first video, and I will link it because, yeah, if you did want to go and watch it, it is horrendous, but I have kept it on my channel because it is a moment in time, and it's where I started, and I'm proud of it because that person behind the camera or in front of the camera found some courage just somewhere to just try. So yeah, that was my first attempt. So as I say, don't worry about it. Also, there's no rules as to what your video should be. There are no rules as to how long it should be. There's a myriad of reasons why you could do this or that, and that might work better than that. But that's for down the road when we're a little bit more established. So for now, just film. If it's terrible, put it on the internet anyway. Put it on YouTube. Who cares? Just put it on and get going. Or if you're really not comfortable, you don't have to publish it anywhere. You can practice. You can do as many takes as you like. You can actually film a lot of things and never, ever see the light of day, and that's okay. Whatever makes you feel the most comfortable. So when you are feeling nervous sat here in front of the camera and thinking, what am I going to talk about, and what if I look silly, and all of these things that make us feel overwhelmed, just find one reason to have a go at doing it rather than all these reasons to make you stop or to stop you from trying. So just film something. So now we have some footage on our iPhone, but we need to get that onto YouTube. But before we can get onto YouTube, we might need to do a little bit of editing. It might not be perfect. It probably won't be if it's anything like my videos. And again, please don't overcomplicate anything at first, unless you have knowledge of editing. And if that is something you love to do and you know all about it, go ahead, because obviously use all the skills and knowledge that you have. But if you're anything like me, I had no idea. So I just used iMovie. I've now moved on to CapCut. We will talk about that as time goes on. For now, I would say iMovie is probably the simplest, easiest way to edit your footage without spending any money. It's free. It comes on all Mac products, all Apple products. So if you have an iPhone, it's so easy then to get your footage from here. It probably already syncs if you've got it on iCloud. It syncs to your computer. You just open iMovie. Again, I will do dedicated videos on how to edit and all of that. But for now, just put it into there, and if there are any gaps and you need to do a little bit of cutting, just do that. As I say, my first video had very, very minimal anything. It didn't have any footage at the front. It didn't have an intro or an outro, nothing like that. It had no transitions. It didn't have any graphics. It literally, if I just had a gap and I just made a mistake or something, I just spliced it and that was it. So don't worry about editing. Once you finish your editing, you can then save that file on your computer, and that is the file that then you will upload when you go into YouTube. So how do you actually get it onto YouTube itself? Because when I first started my first video, I'd filmed it. I didn't know how to get it on YouTube. So what did I do? I do what I do all the time, and I've gained so much knowledge. I went onto YouTube and I typed into the search bar how to start a YouTube channel, how to set up a YouTube video. There are a million tutorials. There are some amazing content creators who I will link below that have really, really helped me. And I'm hoping that this might help you a little bit, but just go and have a look at some tutorials. But in a nutshell, set up through your Google account a YouTube account. You can then go onto YouTube Studio. You can then go in and click the button to create. Once you create, then that's just a way to upload your video. Once you've done that, you will see a little box come up and it will say title and description. Also, there are various settings that you want your YouTube channel to have to give you the biggest and the best possibility to be seen by lots of people. I'm going to go through that in a different video, just so I don't overwhelm in this one. Essentially, it is very easy. Once you've set up your account and done all your settings and all of that, you can then just upload your footage, and then you set up what you want that footage to look like when it comes onto YouTube. So you choose your title. Again, there are a million videos, and I could sit here and talk for hours and hours about how to write a title, what to do with the thumbnail, come on to that in a second, what to put in your description box, blah, 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 blah. It all becomes very, very, very overwhelming. So for now, just put something that describes your video, what you're hoping to achieve from it. Don't worry about keywords and getting things in the right order so that the title, just don't worry about all of that. I'm going to do separate videos on how to think about a better title, what to put in your description box, all of that. My first video had no title and it had a little bit of a description, and it didn't have a thumbnail. So a thumbnail is the image that is shown as like an impression. An impression is when it gets shown on YouTube. So when you log into YouTube to watch videos and you see suggested videos come up, the thumbnail is the first image that you'll see to promote your video. So it needs to be something that's eye-catching, breeds a little bit of curiosity, that type of thing. But again, for now, just don't worry too much. This is all about just getting going. My first video, as I say, didn't even have a thumbnail because I didn't know what one was. I hadn't done enough research at that point. I found some courage to get going, and I just thought, if I don't publish this, I will never do it. So I just did it. And then I started going down the rabbit hole of all of the research. So again, don't worry too much at this stage. As time goes on and as you feel a little bit more at home and comfortable with uploading things onto YouTube and understand how it works, there are things you can add that will help your videos do better and be seen to more people. There are end screens, there are cards that you can add, which are like adding, like linking other videos, other people's videos, previous videos of yours, other channels, things like that. But again, for now, in this video, we're not going to overcomplicate it. That will be in another video. So now we've got our video ready with a title, a thumbnail if you want to do one, and it's ready to go. So how do you actually get it onto YouTube? How do you get it online? Well, at the moment it's probably classed, you've probably saved it as private, which means only you can see it. There are, again, other settings, we will go through all of that. But essentially you can schedule it, you can keep it as unlisted, which means that you can give a link to somebody else to watch, but that you are the only people that can see it. Don't worry about any of that for now. Just press publish. It doesn't matter when you upload. There are schools of thought that tell you that you must upload at a certain time or publish your videos at a set time. Again, we will come to all of that. For now, just publish. So what I would say is do not overcomplicate things. Keep things simple, get planning, get filming, get publishing. Enjoy. Thank you so much for watching, and I hope to see you on another one.